Earlier today, CIG updated the metrics for the Crusader Spirit, so I thought I'd bring it back into 3ds Max and do a fresh comparison to get a new eye on how things really are. Apologies in advance, this video isn't scripted, so if I do get a bit rambly, you know why. So here's the Spirit imported into Max with, its new metrics, which is 46.5 meters long by, off the top of my head, I think it's 43 meters wide. So this has been measured, all have been measured, and I know this to be correct. As you can see, it is now slightly longer than the Freelancer Max. Before it was a tad shorter. It is, of course, the widest of the three. From the top, you do present the biggest profile of the three. So if you're not great at maneuvering in combat, expect your opponent to get on top of you and just have an easy target. If you're good and you're able to present either a front or a side profile, however, whilst it is wide, the overall cross-section is actually slightly narrower, it's slightly slimmer than the Cutlass Black. So it's swings and roundabouts. Good pilots are going to find this slightly easier to avoid shots, bad pilots are going to have a bad time. That covered, let's have a look at the vehicles. So yesterday when I had a look, we could see that the Cyclone didn't quite fit. It was just a smidge too wide. At this current scale, that is not the case at all. The Cyclone fits without any problem whatsoever. The Grey Cat Rock, because that was asked about. Sorry, ignore the rear wheels. They're wider than they're supposed to be at the moment. But yeah, Grey Cat Rock will fit. It's a tight squeeze on the roof, but it should, in theory, fit. Now, it's all well and good saying it'll fit through the door. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to fit inside. So, what I've done is, if we come over here, I have a cutaway. Now, the model that I have, unfortunately doesn't have the floor or the ceiling. And so I've had to use the artwork that we have, as well as some cues from the model itself, to try and estimate roughly where the floor and the ceiling are going to be. I'm fairly confident this is correct. I'm also fairly confident that that bit there is going to be the edge of the cargo bay. With that being said, taking a look with the Cyclone and the Rock inside, you can see Cyclone fits no problem. In fact, you could fit two Cyclones in here without any problem at all. Whether or not you can walk past them, that is yet to be seen. It will be a tight squeeze, but in theory you should be able to. The Rock, and this was something that was asked quite a lot yesterday. In theory, yes, but it gets very, very close to the roof. And this is assuming, of course, that I have the dimensions correct. I could have placed that ceiling too high or the floor too high, in which case the Rock might not actually fit. At the same time, I might have placed the floor too high or the ceiling too low, in which case the Rock will fit. Regardless, it is going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, but it should manage it. Leave me your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.